what's up guys? It's Allie and I am back and I am blue. Don't worry, this hasn't been around for too long, you're not missing too much. But I have clearly been gone from YouTube for a hot minute. Clearly. I don't think I've posted a video in, can't remember if it's been 1 or 2 years now, but it's been a while. You may notice that my surroundings are different here. I am not in New Hampshire anymore, actually. I am currently out at school in Chicago, Illinois. I've wanted to live in Chicago since I was really young. So this is great for me and I've been loving it. I'm going to Columbia College, Chicago, so if anyone wants me to do a video on life here or anything, I don't know why you would, but just give me a shout down in the comment section below. But yeah, so my absence over the last 7 or 8 months or so has been kind of me adjusting to school. I didn't really do traditional college for my first 2 years. It was all community college and it was all online, so I never left the house. So yeah, it took me a while to really adjust to living like this. Going to classes and fending for myself and, you know, adulting. I'm still not that great at it, but I'm trying. Now you may have noticed also that I'm kind of talking a little bit differently. I'm holding myself very differently than I used to, and that is a direct result of some changes that I've handled that actually tie in with what I was planning on talking about today, which is why I took all those breaks from YouTube the first time around. You all noticed when I was really in the throes of uploading, I took week breaks. Months of break. There's a very simple reason behind it. I always said I was going to touch on it in a video and I never did. And it's become such an issue now that I really feel it almost a disservice not to discuss this. So we're gonna take this from the top. Let me start this video again. Hey guys, I'm Allie and I deal with clinical depression and anxiety. I am currently medicated for this. I am on Lexapro and I have been since about July of last year. That sounds super bold. I know it does and I really hate that it does. It bothers me so much that there's this stigma surrounding mental health, and that's exactly why I'm making this video right now, because it pisses me off. I don't care if it takes me coming out here and shoving it in your face. We're gonna talk about this. So I dealt with my depression for about a decade and my anxiety for about 4 years before I ever sought out help for them. That's a problem in of itself, but after that time I did attempt therapy. I attempted therapy twice, and for me it just didn't click. That's not the case for everyone, but I personally did go to see a psychiatrist and we decided that medication was the best option for me. And I will say that since I have been on Lexapro, I feel like I'm actually able to function, I'm able to do things, I'm able to go outside, and I'm not having these depressive episodes where I do nothing but sleep for about 2 to 3 weeks at a time. Now, why am I telling you this story? And it's because we need to normalize this. We need to give the same amount of attention to mental health as we do to physical health. It can be just as crippling, if not more so. Now, some of you may have done the math.
Allie, if you had depression for 10 years before you did shit, you were just a kid!
Yeah, no shit, honey. Yes, I was a kid, but that does not make it any less valid. In fact, it made it even harder to talk about because of how young I was and the fact that it wasn't taken so seriously. So let's have a little chat. Let's have a little chat about little things you can do if, like me, your brain is a steaming pile of garbage. Step 1, talk to someone you trust about it. The very first step is admitting it to yourself. You can't go anywhere until you admit it to yourself. But then, once you've done that, and you say to yourself, hey, there might be a problem with me, the next best thing you can do is verbalize it, which helps to make it more real, I guess. That's how it went for me anyway. And talking about it to another person just helped solidify it and made me feel like I wasn't crazy, I guess. And then that person, I'm assuming, that if it's someone you trust, you'll be able to use them as a support system along the way, which is so, so invaluable. But step number 2 is look at your options. I am very lucky. I am 24, so I'm still on my parents' health insurance. As a result, my therapy sessions at the time, I believe, were a $30 copay. $30 sounds about right. And then for a 3-month prescription of Lexapro, I believe it sets me back $12. It's realistically not a lot, and I know that, and I know that not everyone has health insurance or has rated health insurance. So things that I've picked up on are, if therapy is your jam, if that works best for you, there are online services like 7 Cups and BetterHelp. Those are 2 that I've heard a lot about that are very good. They're not free. I know 7 Cups to some capacity is free, but BetterHelp does charge because they are all licensed on BetterHelp. Those are online therapy services that can help you out at a pretty decent cost. And then I know a lot of people have issues finding their meds at an affordable price, and my best advice would be to shop around. Recently, a friend of mine went on to Lexapro as well, and they went to get their prescription filled at a particular pharmacy, and it was $105 something because right now they're out of insurance, so there was nothing helping there. The pharmacist at that pharmacy told them to check Walmart, and it was a 1/10 of the cost at Walmart. It was closer to what I pay. It might sound weird, but shop around when it comes to your medication. I am not saying do it anywhere sketchy. Make sure that it's a reputable pharmacy. I don't even know why I feel the need to say that, but yeah. Also, don't be afraid to check the manufacturer's site. Oftentimes you can get a card that gives you a discount on your medication. That goes for really any medication, not just mental health ones. But make sure to look into that if it's something you need. They're easy to get. Step 3 is to set up a plan. Break it into itty bitty little steps if you need to. That's what I do. It's what I still do. Every day I make a to-do list, and it's broken up into the most minute steps that I can possibly make it. But yes, if you're at the absolute lowest point, break it down into something small. Make your accomplishment for the day getting out of bed and taking a shower maybe. Depending on where you're at, call around and set yourself up with a therapist. That's always a good place to start. Just take it at your own pace and do what you need to. It's not a linear path for anyone, but it is absolutely the best place to start. My process isn't gonna be your process, and I know that, but I hope that these steps have been general enough that they kind of apply to anyone so that you can still get something out of this. This is kind of gonna be a series. I feel like I'm talking with my hands a lot. I'm sorry. But for the time being, if you guys have any questions about my process, or if there's anything I can do for you, just hit me up in the comments down below, send me a message on any of my social media. Before I go, I will do that. So I'm on Twitter, Allie_Saint, Instagram, Allie.Saint, my Facebook page is Allie Saint YouTube, and I do have a Tumblr account, which is alliesaint.tumblr.com. My inboxes on those are always open. Please do not hesitate. I mean, I am not a therapist, but if there is something small that I can do to help you out, I will totally help you however I can. If you feel like this video was a help, give it a thumbs up, and if you're looking forward to the rest of the videos in this series, please feel free to hit that subscribe button down below. And until then, I will see you guys around. Peace out.